Welcome to our in-depth look at the reasons behind Iran's disintegrating economy. As we delve into the challenges, mismanagement and crises that led to the pervasive shutdown of this once prosperous nation, we hope to better appreciate the impact these circumstances have on the daily lives of Iranian citizens. At the heart of Iran's economic struggle is the torrent of international sanctions imposed by several countries and international bodies in response to Iran's presumed nuclear ambitions. These punitive measures have severely restricted Iran's access to global markets, thereby crippling vital sectors, including oil exports and financial services. The downturn in oil exports, Iran's primary source of revenue, has caused a domino effect of financial constraints across the nation. Additionally, the ripple effects of global economic downturns and an overall decrease in oil prices have further compounded Iran's financial woes. A consequent outcome of these stringent limitations is the rapid devaluation of the Iranian rial. This depreciation has resulted in exorbitant inflation rates, gutting the purchasing power of the average Iranian citizen and, by extension, the livelihoods of countless households. Austerity measures implemented by the government to combat inflation, such as reducing subsidies or increasing fuel prices, have led to waves of public unrest. Iranians, already burdened by the rising cost of living, perceive these measures to intensify their financial plight. High unemployment rates have also ridden the wave of this economic crisis. Youth, educated at great personal and national cost, face a restricted job market, which, along with ubiquitously rising costs, overshadows their prospects and leads to disillusionment. To further complicate matters, a culture of cronyism and corruption has permeated many sectors of Iran's economy, reducing its efficiency and stunting its growth. These issues create significant deterrents for foreign investors, constraining the possibilities for economic revival. As the economic hardship deepens, protests and public unrest have become recurrent. The palpable frustration and disillusionment of the masses find voice in these national demonstrations, painting a troubled canvas of a society struggling under the weight of a faltering economy. To mitigate the fallout, Iran has turned to internal economic reform centered on reducing dependence on oil and augmenting other sectors. The resuscitation of industries like agriculture, technology, and manufacturing have been prioritized to diversify the nation's economic landscape. Additionally, the nation's leaders have begun looking eastward for strategic partnerships, especially in the Asian markets, to circumvent the chokehold of the Western sanctions. Collaborations with countries like China and Russia are seen as instrumental in charting a pathway towards economic recuperation. The most notable instrument in these attempts to redefine economic directions has been the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA. Commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal, it aims to foster international cooperation and mitigate the impact of the sanctions on Iran's economy. While the JCPOA initially did bring about some economic respite, the unilateral withdrawal of the United States from the deal offered a harsh reality check. The nation continues to grapple with renewed and more stringent sanctions, with further crippling implications. Concurrently, the COVID-19 pandemic has inadvertently compounded Iran's financial woes. The public health crisis has exacerbated economic constraints, redirecting national resources towards public health responses and further dampening economic prospects. In response to these challenges, the Iranian government has resorted to unconventional measures, such as leveraging cryptocurrency to circumvent financial restrictions. Yet, while such strategies provide a temporary reprieve, they have proven insufficient to steer the nation towards sustainable economic growth. The individuals bearing the most significant brunt of these circumstances are ordinary Iranian citizens. Severe inflation, coupled with stringent banking restrictions, have led to a culture of hoarding foreign currencies, further debilitating domestic financial systems, and reducing consumer trust. As the situation continues, Iran finds itself at an economic crossroads. The choices it makes in the coming months and years will not only determine its economic prospects but also shape the livelihoods and dreams of its populace. However, amid the desolation rises a spirit of resilience and hope. Iranian entrepreneurs, despite the odds, have innovated and persevered, laying the foundation for an economic renaissance. Educated Iranians, recognizing the potential of startups and niche markets, are seeking opportunities at home. The Iranian diaspora too continues to hold firm to their bond with their birth nation. Their remittances provide a vital economic lifeline, constituting a significant percentage of Iran's GDP, and collectively, they offer invaluable expertise and investment opportunities, crucial in diversifying the nation's economic landscape. Iran, known historically as the cradle of civilization, teems with potential. Its rich natural resources, strategic geographic location, and a population noted for its intellect and industriousness, provide a solid platform for surmounting the challenges. The question remains, will Iran rise to the occasion? It's important to remember that while the narrative of Iran's shutdown economy often presents the sobering aspects, it is just as crucial to understand and appreciate the resolute spirit and unwavering determination that is shaping a path towards a brighter economic horizon. This journey is intrinsically tied to reforms that go beyond the fiscal domain, encompassing societal and cultural shifts that foster greater transparency, trust, and inclusiveness. Nurturing this transformative vision can lay the foundation for a vibrant, diversified, and resilient economy. Economic revival also factors in Iran's evolving geopolitical relationships. Continued efforts towards improved international ties, responsible governance, and diplomacy can help create an enabling environment for businesses and investors, stimulating economic growth and fostering global cooperation. The economic turnaround of Iran is indeed an arduous undertaking. Yet, as history stands testament, it's through such adversity that nations often discover and rise to their fullest potential. Even now, within the trials and tribulations of a financial crisis, there are seeds of opportunity and growth waiting for nurture. The turnaround journey can also initiate from each individual. Educating the youth, encouraging entrepreneurship, optimizing resource utilization, and fostering an environment of transparency and accountability. These are pathways towards where every Iranian can better contribute to their economy's revival. Meanwhile, Iran's central bank and the government also continue to introduce new policies and financial instruments to stabilize the economy, manage inflation, and spur growth. Recalibrating the nation's fiscal and monetary policies is central to achieve a balanced, sustainable, and inclusive growth. It is important to remember that economic recovery isn't a sprint, it's a marathon where the winning is defined by resilience, reforms, reinvention, and reestablishing trust. Every effort made by every stakeholder today stands as an investment for the prosperous tomorrow of Iran. It is with this backdrop that we must realize the significance of Iran's economic revival. It's not just about the rebounding economy. It is about reclaiming dreams, restoring livelihoods, and reinstating confidence. The road is long and complex, but the destination can be transforming for Iran and its people. The echo of the challenge resounds globally. Collective responsibility and cooperation can be an important ally in reinstating the global economy. After all, an economically stable and thriving Iran resonates positively not just within its confines but also across the world. As we bring this exploration of Iran's economic crisis to a close, there persists the fervent hope and undiminished resolve to navigate the troubled waters and steer towards a stable and prosperous future. Each day brings new strides, each setback is a lesson learned. The narrative of the shutdown Iran's economy is one of pain, struggle, and hope. Pain that many endure right now. Struggle that requires everyone's efforts. Hope that fuels the relentless quest for solutions. Let's be a part of the hope. Let's keep this narrative shifting towards a thriving Iran. This narrative is still being written, and Iran's prospects are yet to be fully discerned. For now, as the nation grapples with its economic challenges, we can only extend our support and hope for a turnaround that will redefine Iran's economic landscape. The path to economic recovery and vibrancy would be long and arduous, fraught with obstacles and sacrifices. However, one thing is certain: journey towards recovery starts with collective understanding, shared responsibility, and most importantly, hope for a better tomorrow.